Hello, everybody, and welcome to another coffee talk from Planet Fair. This time, live from World at Work. My name is Henrike, and I'm happy to be talking once again with
Margrét Bjarnadóttir, drinking a $10 coffee.
a $10
admit.
coffee. Okay,
I
now
know.
this coffee talk, we're going to have to charge for it if the coffee gets so expensive. I hope it's good.
It will wake me up, that's for sure.
Very good, very good. So we already know now that the coffee at World at Work is good. What else is happening there?
Sure. So it's been interesting 2 days. So the conference is wrapping up today. I would say kind of the themes of the conference have been AI, of course, skills, and then a lot of emphasis and talks about employee engagement, awards, and benefits. I think those are the themes. And maybe if we zoom in on AI and kind of compare where we are now to where we were a year ago, there's a lot of good use cases out there now. So, you know, AI is being used to speed up compensation processes, so including job leveling. So one of the case studies I listened to was using AI to summarize email activity over the year and highlight achievements to speed up annual reviews. All of this is done kind of in a conversation of responsible AI, because if you want to start crawling people's email, there are some questions that pop up. So that's always the second sentence of everybody who's talking about this. They also, I mean, it was very interesting. They talked about the need for testing these AI tools, and not just testing, but almost trying to break them. So that as you roll out these AI tools, it's not enough just to do some light testing and then roll it out. You really need a team that's willing to try to break them. So the example that was given was somebody asked the self-service HR agent this question. So my compa ratio is 1. Am I underpaid? And the AI said yes, which isn't true. So there's basically just the need to make sure that it has the domain expertise, but self-service AI, so meaning using AI to create this HR self-service, answer questions about policies, etc. It's a lot of very nice use cases, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's becoming mainstream. And by the time we're here next year or in 18 months, I would assume almost every HR department will have an automated good bot, not the bot that can tell you a thing, but basically these AI bots that live on top of your own data and then can answer questions about your policies, etc.
I read actually yesterday or the day before about AI, about the thing that it's sort of often tells you the good stuff. It sort of always makes a positive thing and is telling you like the good outcomes and the good outcomes. And that's something very important when using them, would be that you need to really ask for a critical answer for the AI to search deeper to make sure that you get good answers and good research. Is there anything about that? So it's not like always only sort of saying, yes, this, yes, that, but critical research on your data.
Yeah, so what these bots do, these self-service bots, and I even use this in my own teaching now, is that it basically lives on a top of a dedicated data source, and then it's really just answering questions based on those data sources. So at least I didn't hear anything or any voicing of concern about that. But another use case just came to my mind that so they've been, one presenter talked about using AI to identify skills internally for internal job openings. So identify internal candidates for open positions to speed up recruitment. So that was mentioned as another use case.
Cool. Yeah, that's cool as well. So the AI is the main focus. So that have you had your favorite piece of AI, or is there like another topic that you would like to scratch, or is there something more that you would like to see sort of, hey, this was really, I don't know, funny, different, something that sort of left you like, hey, didn't think of that.
Yeah, so I mean, a couple of topics, and then you have to so this is my biased view of the conference, because I did not attend a lot of the benefit talks because it's not in my interest area. So I attended a lot of the pay equity, pay transparency, and AI talks. But one of the things that, well, it's not funny, it's kind of a downer maybe. So I don't remember if you remember our conversation last year. It was all about the hype around skills. I would say the conversation this year around skills is way more down to earth. The message this year was really you have to start simple, you have to start in a pocket of the organization. We don't know yet how to pay for skills, right? So nobody has gone all out and let's, not pay for jobs anymore. Let's just pay for skills. That hasn't happened. The level to which people or organizations are paying for skills is really just on these hard to get, cannot leave critical skills. They call it the hot skills. And then they present a premium for those skills. And they even view it as something that will come and go. So this is the hot skill now. We have to have these people. So they pay a premium, but that's not a premium into the far future, but maybe over the next 2-3 years. So slow implementation. We don't yet know how to pay for it. And if I contrast that to like the talks I was attending last year, they were presenting skills like this is going to happen. And even one of, I think it was someone from Mercer, but don't quote me on that, said that, skills came and died 20 years ago. It might do it again now. So everything comes in waves, right?
Yeah.
So that was one of the things that were interesting. And I know we're probably at time, but I will couple of other things kind of related to pay. So geo differencing is back in. So I don't remember kind of post-COVID, it was kind of out and everybody was going to be hybrid and cool and remote. It feels like the pendulum is swinging back and there was a lot of talks about how do you then in a hybrid world actually do this right. So that seems to be back in. And then there's, in multiple talks, we've been talking about employee flexibility and the Gen Z and what the Gen Z needs, and that they are not interested in the same things as previous generations, and how do you adapt to that fact? And then maybe I will leave you with this. I would say the most inspirational talk was by Dr. Mark Bussen, and I'm probably mispronouncing his last name. But his main message was stop tinkering and change something. And I think that's, this rhymes so well with what we are trying to do. He took like 17 examples of tinkering with pay and benefits. So he mentioned the nice, cafeterias at Google and the infinite vacation, take as much vacation as you want. But his message was that's just tinkering with the current system. Go out there and change the world. So if I kind of take that and I think about, the pay equity and pay transparency, we are just tinkering, it feels like. Interestingly, the two pay equity talks, I kind of went through the slides, are actually talking to something similar that we have been discussing for a while now, is that you cannot always focus on the outliers when you close pay gaps, because then you're not getting at the root of the problem. So, that was kind of the new pay equity message. I think in the spirit of Dr. Bussen, we just need to start getting this done and move on to other things for the next 10 years. We've been in this business for 10 years now. So
It's too long, it's too long. I like that message, but I think it resonates a lot, because it's like when I sometimes say, how do we disconnect pay and time, which is so, and then you come with the skills and all these things. But what do you really need to do? And it has to be some real change. It's not like taking a legislation that is coming around or a directive that is always sort of in a way focusing on what's already existing. And then we're inside this wheel and we can't really get out of the wheel unless we break and do different. So I really like that. Let's just do it. That said, the time is over.
Yeah.
We're going to post this out there and see if we get some reactions of what people are already doing and how big the changes actually are. And then we can delve into that on our next round. And you can enjoy the last coffee or and the world at work.
Yeah. So at 9. So this is so in an hour or so I'm talking about the directive.
Good.
So
You do that. Maybe we
yep,
can
yep.
have a chat afterwards then about if you have any reactions on that one. So have a good talk.
Absolutely. Thank
Have a
you.
good talk on the directive and
All right.
look forward to the next round with you, Margret. Greetings to
Awesome.
World at Work.
Thank you, Henrike. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.